Hola, hola mis corazones, ¿cómo están? Y bienvenidas a otro vlog más con una invitada súper especial, mi cuñada Emily. Hace unos...
Literally don't go where I like straight up. I'm no answer.
El otro día les puse unas simplemente como que preguntas y respuestas y fue increíble la cantidad de personas que me dijeron y que queremos un video con Emily. Y lo chistoso fue que yo simplemente puse como que miren, muchos me están preguntando y Emily solita dijo que ok, yo voy a hacer un video si es que quieren verme ahí. Así que les dejé una cajita de información con todas sus preguntas. This is all you have, man.
Oh man.
So I think we should just do like, let's see the most common ones. Así que lo que creo que vamos a hacer es de que vamos a hacer las más comunes. Emily les va a responder. El propósito yo quería era de que ella hablando español, pero obviamente ya se transformó en un Q&A. I wanted it to be like you speaking Spanish because I thought that that's what they wanted, but it turned into a Q&A. So
okay,
that's what we're gonna do.
So I speak in English, obviously.
So, obviously, yeah, and I'll just try to translate it here. Okay, so the very first one says, did you play any sports growing up? Favorite extracurricular activities?
I played everything growing up, actually. But I played volleyball in college, so definitely that was obviously my favorite. So I was the best at that one.
I want her to train Alice to play
she's gonna be my,
yeah.
She has no choice.
Que nos cuente su historia de amor con Gonzalo desde su perspectiva. From your point of view, your love story with Gonzo. Because Gonzo told it in his version, I guess.
I would say muy rápido.
Yeah.
Sure. It was obviously really fast. I think we both knew that we wanted to be together, but I kind of, I'm more of a planner, and he's more of a, you know, just I know what I want and I want it now.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, long story short, we knew we wanted to be together, but you know, like it just happened really fast, and everything like has been falling into place, and I never knew it would be like that because I've always been like, you know, I want this at a certain time, and it's just been happening so fast, but everything has been happening the best ways that it could, so it was all for the best, how he did it, so.
Definitely. ¿Qué se siente tener que convivir con personas de diferente cultura? What is it like to hang out or be around people of a different culture?
Well, before I dated Gonzo, I was with an Hispanic as well, so I've always kind of liked the Hispanic culture, so, you know, Gonzo having siblings that are girls as well, and like them speaking Spanish all the time, and then like in fashion, it was really, I liked it. I mean, it was, I'm not gonna lie, it was intimidating. I won't lie, it was extremely intimidating. Being around 3 other women and, you know, just me coming to the family like that, but I mean, it's been amazing. I mean, I love Spanish, and I try to speak it with Liam as much as I can, so I love it. It's been good.
This is a good one, and I guess this should be my explanation, but everybody's like, why is her last name Rodriguez if your family's name is Del Toro? Our last name, and it's not just Gonzo and Katie, it's all of ours. Our entire last name is Rodriguez Del Toro. It's just that Carol and I, whenever we started our social media, we chose to use our second name, just like so many people whenever they go into acting or singing or social media. They don't choose their real names. They just choose something to go by. For us, it was just like, oh, okay, wait, this is what we go by, let's just do it. But Emily has my brother's last name, which is Rodriguez.
Yeah.
So
many people ask Gonzo that too. Like, why do you have 5 last names? I'm like, it doesn't work like that. Like,
but it's just so silly as a name. Like I don't find it. You know, at the end of the day, I know that's my last name. It's not that I'm embarrassed of it or anything. Like everybody knows it. You guys know it. I thought that everybody knew it.
Yeah.
But I guess it's just a question that they.
I mean, it's kind of cool that you get to pick what you want, though. Honestly.
Yeah, seriously. What did you study, and do you want to work again?
I studied marketing, so business, in college. I've been wanting to work forever, but it's just, with COVID, it's kind of hard, I guess, to definitely find a job, and I don't really want to get a job just to get a job. I want to get something that I like and something that I want to continue my career in, and it hasn't happened, so I've been just enjoying mom life, so that's a job, so
full-time.
It's definitely a 100% full-time job.
Definitely. Oh, this is kind of tied on together. It says, how do you like mom life?
It's hard, but I love it. Like, I mean, like I said earlier, everything's been happening so fast. Gonzo and I got pregnant a month after we got married. So I mean, like, everything with him is so fast. I mean, it's been really hard because Gonzo works a lot. So I think honestly being a mom has made me so much stronger.
Yeah.
So much like, had so much more patience than I thought I ever could have ever. I mean, that's what being a mom does. You have to have so much patience. So it's helped me be a stronger person.
Yeah,
for sure.
and realize of everything that you can do.
And I'm like, why am I getting mad over something stupid like this? Like, you know, it's just, you know, you just gotta let stuff fly. You just have to let stuff fly.
Otherwise, you will tear your hair apart and nothing will happen. This is a good one. Not because he's my brother, I think so, but I kind of think so because he's my brother. What is it like to have the perfect man next to you?
It's pretty amazing, guys. You should be jealous.
But Gonzo's pretty great and everything, but he has his things. And as his sister, he knows that he has a weird mood. Sometimes he gets mad for no reason.
Oh, he definitely has a temper.
His job is super demanding. So yeah, he's pretty perfect. He's super affectionate. He's super romantic. He's a good man. He's responsible. But I don't think there is such a thing as a perfect man. And this is coming from his own sister. Oh, this is a cute one. What is it what you admire the most about Bellu?
Definitely her confidence, like by far. I'm extremely envious of her, and I've even told her, like, your confidence it's just, you radiate with confidence, and I wish it was more infectious this way. I wish it would come.
It would just rub off.
I wish it would just come to me. That would be awesome.
Tell her that I love her, and she is so gorgeous in every single aspect.
Thank you.
How did you know that Gonzo was the right man?
Definitely, I tell him this all the time, but when our first date that we went on after around 8 years after we never saw each other, he talks about y'all the whole entire time.
Oh, really?
Like,
I didn't know this.
The whole entire time. And he didn't, I was thinking like around, this was 3 years ago, 4 years ago now. Yeah. I was thinking, you know, he would talk about party life, his friends, whatever. No, he talks about how y'all moved here, like how hard it was, like y'all going to A&M, like everything about his family. Like, I'm talking from start. I didn't even speak. But I swear on my life. I just sat there with my beer and just listened the whole time. And I was just like, okay, I don't think this guy's being fake. I think like he legit, like, it was great. I mean, it was awesome, you know, because that's when I knew like he was different. You know, at that point I didn't know he was the one, but I knew that he was different. So it was
he was worth keeping around for a little while.
For sure.
Does Gonzo's loud voice bother you? I love his enthusiasm, but I think that he's always yelling.
Yes, absolutely.
Always yelling, definitely.
At the beginning, it was, now obviously I've gotten used to it, but even like when I'm around them, like I tell them like, can you like just stop? Like they're used to it. I'm still, I would say I'm still getting used to it, but sometimes like you just gotta keep your voice down. He doesn't know how to do that. So, but it's who he is, and there's nothing I can do about it.
We are all so loud. If anything you pour, you have to like.
I mean, it is what it is.
Speak up.
Yeah.
What is it that you like the most about him? You guys, like we can see the love between the two of you. That is so sweet.
What do I like most about him? That's really hard, but he's like always thinking about the future, and that's a really good quality to have. Like he's not thinking about tomorrow. He's thinking about 10 years from now. Like what can I do to be better for my family? What can I do to provide for you and Liam? Like he's always thinking about his family, like all the time. And that's a really hard quality to have.
Definitely.
Like, and some people. So
how come did you accept to marry him so soon?
He gave me no choice.
Well, you guys were dating also like 8 months.
8 months. Like I mean, like I said, I knew I wanted to marry Gonzo, but at that point, no. I wanted to like get to know each other more. But like, I mean, it happened. I mean, so like I said, I mean, I don't even know how to describe it. Everything happened so fast, but I'm glad that it did. And I'm not just saying that. Like it. If it were up to me, we would probably still be dating. That's just because I'm so slow in everything, and I worry about everything. But everything worked out.
Even when the proposal happened, I don't think that it was even like I was remotely thinking.
I didn't know any of them were there. I was just like, I'm on a cliff with this man, like he's proposing to me. Like I was freaking out. It was that video was honestly so embarrassing. I can't even watch that video. That video was honestly so embarrassing.
The video that she
I still have it. I can't even post it because I'm like all over the place. It's like I'm just like I don't know. Like I want to grab something,
it's but like, I don't want to fall. I want to say yes. I want to say no. Like, I don't want to fall.
Like, and I had told him because we had said like I was like like I was like showing him rings that I want. Like I said, I knew I wanted to marry him, but not at that point. So like when he did it, I was like, like, I mean, when you get proposed to with like in a short amount of time like that, you're just like, you don't have words, you know? And I knew I wanted to say yes, but it wouldn't come out. So
Definitely.
like, it was, oh gosh, that day.
What is the hardest thing about living and be part of a Latin family or Hispanic family?
I mean, I guess at the beginning it was the language barrier, but I mean, it really doesn't really bother me anymore because now I'm like, what'd y'all say? Like, what did you say? Like, I try to, I mean, like, I understand a couple words in a sentence and I can try to put it together. And if I think I know what you're saying, I'll try and say it back to you in Spanish. But I would say that was the hard part. But I mean, again, I mean, this is not a bad thing towards like anybody, but like, it was extremely intimidating coming into a family that
I get it. Yeah.
That was not only Hispanic, but just like it's total. They just like, I feel like y'all three have so much confidence. It's like, it's so like, I'm like, I wish that I had that. Like, it's so, and that's something you have to work at. And that, and I don't, I like what it was around all them. Like, oh my God, they're so pretty and they dress so amazing all the time. And like, they just like, you know, that was the hard part, I think. That was the hardest part, is being around.
It wasn't even us being Hispanic. It
was just like, because they were like, I wanted to be like that. I was like, wow, that's so amazing, you know? Like, I don't know. I mean, that's not y'all's fault. That's my fault that I've been like, negative my whole life.
It's just personality.
Yeah, it's just personality. But, I mean, I guess I would say that's, and it hasn't.
It's not, that's
not a bad thing, I don't think.
Exactly.
That's me being completely honest.
Definitely. How does she get along with her parents-in-law?
Oh, they're amazing. Wow. And like I mean, going back to when we first went on the date, I mean, he legit talks about, you know, his parents the whole time. And he talks about his sisters as well, obviously, but like every single time we're in the car, I kid you not, and he talks about one of his parents, he cries. And now I just have to make fun of him because I'm like, look, dude, we're just having like a simple conversation. You're over here crying. I'm like, kiddo, come on. Like, I mean, that's how you know that like you have good parents. I mean, that's just bottom line. That's how you know you have good parents. If you every time you just say a simple thing about them, you start tearing up. I mean, and that's the truth again. Like it's amazing because there's not a lot of people that have two parents that are going to be there for you no matter what. Two parents. I mean, that's really rare.
Yeah. How did they welcome you whenever you became part of their family?
You know, I'm going to bring up a memory, and it has nothing to even do with your parents, but I remember coming to the old house, and I remember coming in, and you were, like, sitting in the kitchen, and it was, like, 9 p.m., I think, because, like, I was, like, trying to, like, sneak in, like, not, like, because I guess not meet anybody, I don't want to, like, whatever. And you were, like, eating, like, a bagel and beer at, like, 9 p.m. at night. I'm like, okay, I like this girl. So I like that. I think we're never going to get along. But, I mean, his parents, they were, like, I mean, his mom is literally the sweetest woman on earth. Like, I mean, like Belen said, I mean, she always makes me feel welcome.
Did we make you feel welcome? Yeah, that was what we were doing.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Okay, we're good.
We're good
there. I think so. I hope so. Okay. How does it feel like to be part of such a close family?
I mean, same thing. I mean, it was very. I don't want to keep using the word intimidating because it's like a good intimidating, but it was. Honestly, it kind of showed me because my sister and I are 6 years apart, and I would say it's a pretty big gap, and I didn't think it was a big gap until I came into his family, and it honestly is, that's kind of the reason why I want to have kids now kind of closer together, because I'll be honest, after having Liam, I was like, okay, I want to wait at least 4 or 5 years. And I was like, okay, do I really want to do that? And I see like Carol and Belen together, and I see like literally how close they do everything together. And that's like, to have your sister as your best friend, that's awesome.
Yeah, it is.
And I mean, my sister is so busy, and I mean, we rarely see each other, so it's completely opposite of what they have, and I envy what they have, and I really hope that, you know, Liam has a sibling that he's close to.
Definitely.
You know, so it's. I mean, their bond is like a different level in a good way, and I hope that my own kids can have that.
Yeah.
So.
And that's just part of it, so that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Okay. This one, I'm not even gonna actually just skip it because I already know the answer and there's nothing wrong with it. Which sister-in-law do you get along with the most?
Feeling you.
Come on, like every single day we talk. What are you talking about?
I mean, Katie. I mean, Katie and I, as far as like personalities, I mean, let's be honest. Like we're like way similar, and there's like there's nothing wrong with it. And we're what, a year apart.
Yeah, because they all were like in the same, like in high school around the same time.
Yeah,
right?
she was what, 2 grades younger than me. So
yeah.
I mean, they're all awesome, but Katie's my favorite.
Definitely. And they talk a lot more. They share clothes. They share shoes.
Yeah,
they
she
share
always
everything. So, do you have a favorite Ecuadorian dish?
Oh wow, everything my mother-in-law makes I like. I don't even a dish. I don't really know, to be honest. But
which one? And all?
My mother's empanadas are amazing. I don't even like. Oh my gosh! Every single time she makes them, like
I agree with you.
I always request that like all the time.
Yeah,
they're so good, so good.
What has been the biggest challenge for you and Gonzo?
Oh my. I mean, this just goes back to timing, I guess. I mean, like I said, we did everything so fast. I would say still 3 years into it, we're still getting to know each other.
Yeah,
that's just.
There's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah,
and that's to show you, and that's one of the things that I admire the most about y'all as a couple, is that it shows that whenever you want it to work, it just happens.
Yeah.
Because chances are, as you said, that if you would have been dating, you probably would have worked it out. Who knows? But now, because you guys have that bond that y'all know that it's forever, it's like, okay, bro, how do we make it work?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, it's just,
that's exactly.
And it shows you that you don't fall in love. You choose to love someone. You choose to be happy. You choose that person. So yeah, I mean, as you said, like I can see it being a challenge, but I'm so proud of you.
It's definitely a challenge, but it's. If you want to be with somebody, you make it work no matter what. I mean, that's just really simple as that.
Have you ever considered working as a model?
Definitely not.
She was our model.
Yeah. I would hope, like I said, I hope like, I don't know, years down the road or something, I get their confidence, Carol and Belen, like I can start taking pictures of just myself. That'll be something really new. I would love that. But definitely I have not pursued modeling.
We should get you into it, make it just happen. How is it like to have such a fun husband? Like he's always playing, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, of course, sometimes it's annoying, but other times, like, when we met, I mean, we kind of were both, I would say, loud and, like, outgoing. We both really like to talk to people and stuff, so to meet somebody else that's like that is super fun.
Yeah.
And we knew the same people in high school, so when I met him, I already knew all of his friends because we all went to high school together, so it honestly, it kind of worked out.
Yeah, it's a good thing.
Yeah.
Would you like for Liam to speak Spanish?
Absolutely. I wish that like I said, I knew more Spanish. I wish I could just speak to him in Spanish because he'll learn English in school, but obviously I don't know Spanish. So every time Gonzo gets home, I'm like, don't forget, because he talks to him in English. Yeah. I'm like, you need to talk to him in Spanish. Like I have to remind him, you know. Like,
but Liam also reads to him in Spanish.
I have Spanish books.
Exactly.
And I read to him. I mean, I'm trying. I mean,
he will. Yeah. Because whenever he comes to us, like we just speak to him.
They just speak Spanish, and I love that.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes he looks at us like, why are y'all talking something that I don't understand? But it's like, whatever. We don't care. You're gonna learn Spanish.
Exactly. He's gonna learn. Yeah.
So how is it? I guess dice cómo hace para siempre lucir tan bien. How is it that you always look so good? I'm guessing like,
oh my goodness,
she does. I was telling them the other day how you showed up. Recently showered to Katie's birthday, and I was like, and you look freaking great. I was like, I wish I could get out of the shower and look like that. I don't. I need this.
I had my hair in a bun, and I was like rushing immediately and ready.
And it was perfect.
I don't even know how to answer that.
It says, do you get unusual stares in Publix being that you are the güerita and Chalo is Hispanic?
Is that you?
Yeah, that's mine.
I wouldn't say that I can't honestly remember, like, I mean, sometimes if I go to work with Gonzo, like, if I go somewhere with him, like, I definitely get stares, but I'm like, hello, like, I don't know.
But
it doesn't bother me.
It is something funny because he wouldn't notice it either, and I guess him being the white of the relationship didn't notice it, but me being the Hispanic, I noticed it. I noticed it a lot. So I don't know, we should ask that to Gonzo and see if he...
Yeah.
Huh. ¿Qué pasó? Thank you. Thank you. No. This is a good one. It says, does it freak you out that Gonzo is always taking stuff so positively? Okay, hold on, let me translate this right. ¿Te estresa que Chalo sea tan positivo y se tome las cosas tan con calma cuando algo te preocupa. Okay. Does it bother you that Gonzo is so chill and positive about things that especially worry you?
That's a really good question.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and I had to like go for a while there.
That's a really good question. Wow. Like, okay, when Gonzo wakes up in the morning, he literally, I'm not gonna say what he actually says, but he cusses, but he's like, wow, like I'm
awake.
I'm amazing. I'm an amazing, good-looking person. I'm a great husband. He tells himself this. Yeah. And he looks himself in the morning. He tells himself. I'm like, have confidence. Like, you have to tell yourself stuff like that. Yeah. And literally, if Gonzo worried like me, we wouldn't be in a house. We wouldn't have a kid. We would nothing. So it's. Do you hear that?
Yeah, it's Carol's.
Yeah, that's definitely her phone.
So, nos seguimos moviendo. Carol perdió el celular y empieza a llamar y estaba vibrando y Emily que algo me está vibrando y ya. Entonces tocó desarmar todo esto, pero sí, estábamos hablando de Gonzalo, Gonzo being so positive, even with stuff that worries you.
Yeah. So, like I said, if he were to be a worrier like me, we wouldn't have like over half the things. And same thing with my car. We like just got an amazing car, and I even told him, I was like, we shouldn't get it. I was like, we don't have the money for it. Let's just pay mine off. He's like, no, let's get it. It will be fine. Like, he's so, I'm talking complete opposite of me. I'm like, we need to save money. He's like, no, we'll be fine. We can pay it off. We'll do this. Like, he's very different than me in that aspect, and it's a good thing. And at the beginning, I was like, I don't know, but like
yeah, I feel like it's a good balance.
It's definitely a really good balance. Because you also keep
him on check.
Yeah.
Because Gonzo, it is definitely way too positive. Sometimes it is like, dude, you should worry a little bit about that. But because M is like that, I feel like it makes him think twice before anything. Yeah. So he's like, okay, well, let's think. But yeah, he's definitely.
Yeah, sometimes he doesn't like it when I call him out, but I'm like, look, like we should think about this.
Yeah, definitely. This is another one that's so funny about Gonzo yelling. He's like, why don't you start a blogging channel?
You know, I thought about it. I actually talked to Carol about it. And I guess I get it now because I'm like, I think a lot. I'm like, how did Carol and Delaney think of all these things to talk about? Because but like, but y'all ask on your stories like, hey, what do you want to see? I mean, you have to ask your followers. You can't think of all these things to talk about. And I honestly, and I mean, my Liam's a little bit older, but I thought about, I had a lot of like baby products that I did not buy that I wish I would have bought. And I've watched so many YouTube videos of moms talking about what to buy, what not to buy, this and this and this. And I think we'll see, I don't know. But I mean, I'm by myself all the time, so it's kind of hard. But I guess when Liam's napping, I guess I can do it.
You could.
We'll see. I don't know.
As we always tell you guys, I mean, what is they going to tell you? If we can do it, anyone can. If you want to do it, just make it happen. Carol and I started rolling with our phones. Like, that's
what Carol told me too. And I was like, I don't have a camera. She's like, Emily, I didn't have a camera when I started. You're right.
This is funny. Is it does it make you uncomfortable that they get you on camera?
It used to. Honestly, it really used to bug me. I was like, I don't want to be in your shot. Like, I would literally try to avoid it. I would try to avoid it at all costs. But now I'm like, it even like, I'll be honest, like being around them, like has helped me like accept how I look and like try to like love myself and like, I mean, it's truthful. I mean, if you see yourself on a picture and on the camera all the time, like you're gonna learn to know like this is how I look and it is what it is. Like, it is. You know? Definitely. So it's helped me now. First I hated it. I was like, what are they doing? I was like, why are the cameras in their hands all the time? But I would say it's definitely like helped me over time.
Definitely.
So
now she's just, I mean, she volunteered to be here. Like that tells you everything. And because of that, I was just like, I'm not gonna bother her because one thing is that I know that if I would have asked you, even if it made you uncomfortable, you would have said yes. Just because that's what you do. Like you please people. So that's why I didn't ask. So whenever you volunteer, I was like, yes, there it is.
Why not?
What diet do you follow? You look so good. Lordy. And what kind of creams do you use for your face because you have a beautiful skin?
I do not go on any diet. I eat whatever I want, and it's so sad. Oh my gosh.
She has a good metabolism.
I do. I'm not gonna lie. I have a way better metabolism than I should. But as far as what I use for my face, I literally am so low maintenance when it comes to honestly anything. But I just use Aveeno, the daily moisturizer, the acne treatment one. That's all I use. Like every time I take a shower, every day, I just put that on like before I go to bed. That's all.
Holy cow, I'm amazed.
Yeah.
Then you have some really good skin too. Good genes.
Yeah. I should use more, but I'm like, I don't want to pay all that money for all these products.
This is a good one. What is your opinion about all of us loving Gonzo as much as we love him?
I mean, he's definitely spoiled. That's an understatement. From everybody.
Yeah,
not just his mom. I mean, let's be honest. I at the beginning, and I'm being so truthful, I would get jealous. I mean, I'll be honest. I mean, like, you would, like, iron his, like, you would, like, take his clothes to the dry cleaners. I'm like, why is your sister doing that for you? I would like, why do you have everybody doing all these, like, can you not do it by yourself? Why don't you ask your wife? Why don't you ask your girlfriend at the time? Why don't you ask me to do it for you? You know? I would get butthurt. Yeah. And, like, you know, like, Katie would, like, do stuff for him, and I'm like, you know, I'm here, like, you know, like, I can do stuff for you, you know, like, I mean, now I just take it, like, everybody just wants to help everybody in this family. I don't take it as...
And that's exactly what it is.
And I don't take it as, like I said at the beginning, I would get jealous. I'm like, you know, I'm a woman too, I can do it, you know.
Can you describe your mother-in-law with 3 words?
Oh my, that's really hard. She's very patient. Wow. Yeah. Patient, sweet, and selfless. Yeah, for sure.
Well, those are good words. I like them.
Definitely.
Yeah. Are you jealous?
Am I jealous?
A jealous person, I guess. Yeah.
At the beginning, yes, and like I just mentioned, I'm very I really was. But now, I feel like when you are in a relationship and you know that the other person is like, I don't know how to describe it. It's not like comfortability, but you just know that like your bond, your love that you have for the other person, like it doesn't matter what you do to yourself, they're still gonna love you. Like that's kind of like what I have with Gonzo now. It definitely wasn't like that, you know, but I would definitely say it's grown into that. I think having a kid definitely even more like, you know, like, I don't know, strong, like made our bond stronger. So, yeah.
And do you like to cook? If so, share a signature recipe with us.
We were just talking about this for our Thanksgiving.
Yeah, right now.
I'm a big fan of soups because they're super easy.
If you don't follow her, I'm going to leave you guys here her Instagram handle. She makes the best crock pot soup. So it's not even like it's
it's really easy.
It's really like so if you're busy or if you're a mom or if you work and you just leave the stuff and then go to work. My favorite one I think to date is the loaded potato one.
It's so good. So easy too.
So yeah, and it's a very she cooks. She knows how to cook.
Not as much as Gonzo, I'll admit, but
Gonzo was just telling us, I didn't know that. Why haven't I tried your biscuits? Like I'm hurt right now.
Yeah, you should try that one too.
Yes.
It's worth sharing. See? They're so good. I'm a big fan of carbs and big fan of bread. Yeah,
also we were just saying, it's like Emily makes these biscuits and gravy and we're like, okay, 3 years going into this, why haven't we tried them? Yeah. So we'll make Emily cook for us. Yeah. How about that? But yeah, she does cook. Well, I'll leave you the Instagram here so that y'all can see her recipes whenever she does cook. It's so many. We should start her YouTube channel. You know, when is she gonna start vlogging? Why did she say you already do? Are you planning to have any more kids anytime soon?
Did you get used to Charles?
Snoring and farts. Next.
Sorry.
See you guys.
Sorry,
I'm telling you.
I was cheating.
Okay, so is she planning to have more kids and then we'll do that one next?
Oh, yes, for sure. It's really hard because I feel like, I don't know, a lot of friends that I have, like, they're getting pregnant right now. I'm like, God.
I saw your snap the other day of your story that it was like, me close to losing my shit and also wanting another kid.
Exactly.
Like,
it's so hard because you want like your kids to be like best friends and be close, but at the same time you want, like I've told Gonzo all the time, like I feel so guilty wanting another kid. Like I legit get teary-eyed because I'm like, I just want to have Liam. Yeah. I can't imagine having another kid and like not being with Liam all the time. Like that's so hard. So with parents, like with I don't know how your mom did it. Like especially with having you and Carol so close. I'm like, I don't know, like giving attention to both, like that's what I think about. I'm like, I know I want to have kids, I know that for a fact, but when, I'm like, I don't know. Don't know. Because I'm like a huge, I mean, Liam and I, we both have the separation. We both do. We both do. He does, I do. I mean, I'll admit it. So soon, we'll see. Hopefully, we'll see.
We'll see, guys. We'll tell you. Here goes the question that I read aloud. Did you get used to Gonzo's snoring and farts?
Snoring, no. Farts, yes. Okay,
it happens.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. His snoring now, like, it's just, not to get into it, but it's just so loud. I just, like, it's so loud, and, like, I nudge him, I'm like, dude, stop. But now, luckily, we live in a house, and I can just sleep in the other room, so.
Much easier.
I love him.
It's a marriage.
It does. I love him, but I can't do his
And
sometimes.
no. In your defense, Gonzo is a freaking loud as snort.
Like legit, it's so loud.
I will hear him in my other bedroom, like whenever he had his room.
It's so crazy.
Yeah. So
I don't know. I don't even know how he falls asleep. Like, how does he sleep like that? I just don't get it. I just don't.
Would you like to learn Spanish?
See. I mean, obviously, I so wish I was fluent. That would be not only because I mean I feel like it's just a beautiful language as it is, but what value you bring to like the workplace.
Yeah,
I mean that's like
crazy,
second to none. So I mean, for sure.
She is so beautiful.
Thank you.
She is very good. Almost of these are the same, like how is the cultural affect influence, how many babies. I love to see Gonzo happy and that he loves you so much. And you inspire me, and you project a lot of confidence and peace and tranquility, I guess.
Thank you.
Let's see, I feel like we all of these. Most of these they want you to say tongue twisters, but I feel like it's
oh gosh,
it's a lot. Okay, let's see if you can say that one. Okay, read that one.
Que diga una gordita, oh my, amiga ganadita, jeje, saludos bellas. That's the best I could do.
You even read the hey, that's a laugh.
Oh,
yeah, I mean, she reads. That's how she reads to Liam.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Ay.
Acá, mamá, ven.
Hola.
Hola. Aquí estás, Ale. ¿Ves? Ahí te puedes ver.
Hi.
Diga hola.
Ay.
Un besito volado.
She
Anda a
knows.
jugar, mamá. Anda a jugar. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God, Ali.
You're the worst babysitter.
I know. I went to the bathroom 2 seconds. And I'm like, where did she
You
go?
cannot. You cannot be alone.
Oh my God.
She's
She didn't want to pee with me. I wanted to bring her.
She came here. She was like, hola, hola.
Yeah, it was fine.
I just want to tell Em that she is gorgeous, and thank you for being such a great woman.
Thank you.
But yeah, okay, let's do one more. We're already 15 minutes here. I don't know, what is it? Okay, this is a short one. Winter or summer? That's an easy one to answer.
Definitely winter.
Yes.
We're in Texas.
Definitely. A YouTube channel. See, you already have so many subscribers whenever you decide. Would you like to do your blogging channel? What do you like the most about Gonzo physically?
His beard. He has a really good smile, and I really like his dark hair.
Yeah.
That's kind of what got me.
This is the last one, because as I said, we have so many more. Whenever I invite her to cook, maybe we can do more, but
Yeah,
this video is already like so much. And it's not only that, it's because I have to put the subtitles. It takes like twice as long.
Time, yeah.
So this is the last one just because I feel like it's a good one, and it could be good advice for you guys. How do you guys work a disagreement?
Well, I mean, like I mentioned before, we're still trying to like get to know each other, but I know exactly, I could pinpoint what bothers Gonzo, and I try really hard not to do those things. And that's really hard because sometimes, I mean, we can all admit sometimes we just want to piss our spouse off. We're just, you know what? I've had a bad day. I want you to have a bad day. I mean, that's just, I mean, I don't do it all the time, obviously, but like sometimes you lash out at your spouse and you shouldn't do that. And before, the, you know, stubborn part of me be like, I don't want to apologize. But now, like, when you are in the wrong, you not only have to apologize, you have to try not to do it again. I mean, that's just like, but Gonzo's really good at it now, because when we start to almost fight, he walks away. He literally goes to another room, he's on his phone, he ignores me, because he knows I'm just going to keep on bickering. I want to be right, and he knows me, he knows I'm just going to keep on going, so he just leaves. Okay. And the argument's over. And like, I try not to bring it up, but that's kind of our thing. When we start arguing, one of us has to leave, because we're just going to keep on going at it, and it's nothing good is going to happen. Yeah, and especially whenever you're heated up, you will say anything. So it's definitely better. I mean, and your brother's, he's lived with 4 women. He knows exactly what gets on to, you know, he knows what bothers us. You just have to walk away sometimes. That doesn't mean that that doesn't mean you don't care about each other. You just have to walk away. I mean, and he knows he has a temper, and he knows that if he, you know, stays in an argument, he's going to say something he doesn't mean. So. That's what you have to do sometimes. Something super simple, but I've even told him like something as super simple as making a list of something that we want something that bothers us about the other person, like it's as simple as making a list. Hey, I don't like when you do this. I don't like when you do this, and say, hey, let's work on this. Like and we've done that many times.
Yeah.
And like I'm a big fan of writing things down. So I mean that's.
And guess what's that? What I always tell you guys. Communication.
Yeah.
It's something so simple, but it's so hard, not only with your spouse, but with your sister, with your partnership associates in your business, with your friends, everything. It's such a simple skill, but it's very, very hard to do. So it's something that we have to learn to communicate our feelings, our emotions, our thoughts, because nobody can read our minds. We have always said that. I always tell them that. Nobody can read our minds. Anyway, that's Q&A with the sis-in-law. Hopefully you guys like this. As I said, I'm gonna try to get her to do the biscuits. I'm very intrigued on that.
Sure, let's do it. I haven't had biscuits in a while.
Biscuit recipes. So anyway, thank you so much for being here. I hope you guys liked it. Let us know if you would like a part 2 right here on the comments. And otherwise, we'll see you tomorrow in another Vlogmas. Thank you so much, guys. Love y'all. Bye. Bye-bye.